So basically, we start the now we are starting that. Like we request you all to please react if someone ask any question. We request you if you have doubt in mid also you can ask like things.
Yeah, everyone, just don't turn on your mics if you don't have any doubt. Rather, if you have doubt, then you can ask. Just raise your hand.
Yeah,
We will let you ask. All right,
yeah. Hello
Karthik, you can
everyone.
start.
Welcome. Yeah, hello everyone. Welcome to today's interactive session on the basic of fundament front end development, where we will dive into HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. This is basically session number two. I am myself Karthik Chilkoti, a tech assist and freelancer and a passionate web developer, normal web developer. And I have worked on multiple projects and love to share my knowledge and my experience with you. Basic is for in my introduction, I am pursuing data science from IIT Madras and computer science engineering from Uttarakhand Technical University. For this club introduction, basically this session is proudly organized by Opensphere Club, and which is a club basically which works on the development of the things which the tech things basically we can see. And the thing today in is the it's only a just session 1 hour 1 hour 15 minutes. We will cover all the fundamentals of the front end like HTML, JavaScript, and CSS. And at last we have today we are working on a project also. The project will be a list, we will tell at last. like uh, how many were in the first session? Like, you please react on that. How was your first session? Basically, you can also react thumbs up in chat box, or you can comment down in the chat box. So can anyone explain what is HTML? Like in the first session, we have introduced the HTML thing. Can anyone open your mic and can explain that?
Yeah, basically we use HTML to structure our web page.
Yeah, definitely. If anyone wants to tell. Yeah, no was many. There are many comments in the comment box. Like HTML is a basic language. That's the full form of HTML is hypertext markup language, and basically it's the skeleton of the website or the web you usually see on browser and the other things. Like in the first session we have some the my core teammate the Teja sir has explained you what is the HTML and what are the tags, how to use it, and the other things. In this, like moving forward in this session, like we are going to introduce CSS. If anyone knows what is CSS, please can you please introduce CSS thing.
So basically, like with the help of HTML, we can create a backbone of any, basically, it's a skeleton of any website. After making the website, the skeleton, like the structure, we can use CSS, which full form is cascading style sheet, which can help us in styling up those particular websites which we have made using HTML. So it just enhances whatever we made. Hello. Uh,
Yeah, definitely. Your answer was very good. Like, if anyone more wants to explain it. Like, yeah, css css stands for cascading style sheets. Basically it's used for designing the web page. Like html was the skeleton system. Like, sorry for that. Like, for the ppt also, like it's the basic designing that we do. It's, in the such as basically the colorings in the website, like we usually see in that in google or in the other things. We usually see the stylings and the other things, the color. Basically in hindi we usually say कि भाई कितनी बढ़िया website बनी है. So the main work of css is that, like css is basically used for only for the designing purpose. Like how much padding, how much margin, how much, and the other things is given. Like benefit of if we talk about the benefit of css, like css basically saves our lot of time. Because css, by using of css, like we don't have to use like the save we have to use save like external css file, which is possible to, from change either the webs we can change in our website. Like we can do changes and the other things. Like if css was not there, so there were many difficulties. Like maintenance problem was there, and like updating problem was there, like, and the other main things were basically seen there. Tags in css, if we talk about, like tags in css, basically background color we usually work on, font size we usually work on, text alignment we usually work on, and padding, border, hyperlinks, and many more we usually work on. So like this was the definition of the css and the main work which we like we can see what the main work of css is there. Like if anyone is anyone having any question, please raise your hands. Yeah.
What is padding?
Yeah, just like padding is a thing कि जब like the website, like I will show it in my website also at the end of the, like in the mid at the end of the project. We will show what is padding and we are working on it. Like the tags, the given tags I have given here, like these tags, I will fully explain it. What are these and what is the main work of these? Sure.
So it is basically like spacing between the elements, right?
Yeah, it's the designing. Basic work of CSS is designing a full website. Like we can see, CS and HTML is the skeleton, and to like we have a body, and the bones are the HTML, and the parts and the color thing is the CSS. Like कौन सा part कहाँ पर को होना चाहिए, that thing can be called CSS. Yeah, normally for a website, like there is a question, the doubt section. Like आज के ज़माने में एक वेब डेवलपर कितने काम खुद से करते हैं. Like many of the web developers are doing their work, like making the website by using coding also. Like some are there like use things like ChatGPT and the other things. Yeah, basically, yeah, sure. Ask the question.
Yeah, it is building a website. It is relevant still in today's world because we are all using AI. We can use AI to build our website. So, is it still relevant to build our own website?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, like basically, in our colleges also, we usually work on portfolios. Like we are learning for these many purposes and the things. Everyone agrees. Now we
Everyone,
further move on. Yeah, sure.
everyone, I would like to request you all to wait for just 2 or 3 minutes. Karthik has some work, some urgent work. Please, everyone, have some patience. So, in that span of time, is there anyone who would like to share his or her experience of learning anything external,
Yes.
like having HTML or CSS experience? Just share your learning experience if you have any. Don't hesitate. Hindi bhi chalega. Karthik, are you back?
Yeah, sure. Now forward, we are like everyone they are alive like things. Please react in chat box. Hello.
Yeah, you are
Yeah,
audible.
sure. Yeah, sure. Now we are further moving on JavaScript. Do you all know what is JavaScript? Many of you know what is JavaScript. Can you please somewhat like explain or the thing?
So if we go according to your words, so if Java's HTML was the skeleton and CSS was the basic like development, then JavaScript would be heart of the programming or the website.
Yeah, definitely. Like your answer
Basically,
was
it is
very
the
nice.
functional.
Yeah, Omkar.
Basically, it is the functionality of the website.
Yeah, very nice answer also. You also gave a very good answer. Like JavaScript is a very high language dynamic. We can say it's a very high dynamic and the interpreted programming languages. One of the most high level language we can usually see the JavaScript is. It's primarily used for the client side scripting on the web. Like basically, also use it JavaScript. Sorry, like basic. We use in it in the scripting of the web also, and we have many works which is based upon the JavaScript. Basically, like JavaScript is basically more same in the like programming side on the like we can say on the things of mobile app development and many other web development if you are building a website. What basically JavaScript do? My voice is clear?
Yep,
Ah, yes, yes,
clear.
Karthik.
Yeah, basically, what we can expect from JavaScript can do. Like JavaScript allows us to create interactive web pages, basically the website which we usually see, develop a desktop and the mobile application. It's basically the apps we usually see, and the other things we usually see in the terms of development. Basically in that we can say JavaScript is used building server side and applications like backend. We usually say na like API keys ko connect karna hai. So basically JavaScript and the we can use and the other languages, same languages we can use to link API keys to our website and the other things. And to work on a database also, we usually use JavaScript on our website or the web page. Basically, what's the use of JavaScript? Can anyone tell what's the basic use? Like ये basic use तो मैंने बता दिए. Like many things have been told. Like if anyone knows, ये चीज भी हो सकता है.
Yeah, this
Suppose if
allow.
you continue, bro. You say first. I'll go second.
Okay. So yeah, JavaScript allow a user to interact with the interface. That's all.
Yeah, basic. That's one more best answer.
Yeah, so basically, what a user provides certain input in the website. So how the website would respond to that particular input, that is determined by the JavaScript.
Like that's one more great answer. Like in this chart, like moving forward, in this chart we can see what are the uses of JavaScript. Like
We
JavaScript
can
is
also use
basically
JavaScript for machine learning models.
ah, like database connections and the other things we can server connections applications we can use. Now looking at this chart, if you are looking at your screen, like JavaScript is basically used in web application, web development, mobile application, game development, presentation and slideshow. Basically, they are used. Server application. Server application means like the APIs and the other things which we usually connect uh, in our projects, and web servers, date display date and time, client side and validation, display pop-up window and boxes. Like basically if you have seen a website in which a login sign up page has is being pop-up to fill it while using the website, have you seen it? Yeah, sure. So in that also we basically use JavaScript. Animated elements, basically what the animated animation we are working on, basically we can use JavaScript in it also. So these are basic uses which in from our daily life which we use. So now forward moving, if you have any question, like now from now, like basic, we will work on a project which, and for today we will make a to-do list app fully functioning, in which we will add HTML, CSS and JavaScript. If you have any question, like so please ask by raising your hands.
Karthik, someone has a question in the chat box. Presentations and slideshows कहाँ use होते हैं and what is server application?
Yeah, sure. Like presentation and like presentation and slideshow में basically normal, जब like we can say कि नॉर्मल विदाउट एनी प्रेजेंट, नॉर्मली हम कोड करके कोई प्रेजेंटेशन को अगर हम फॉर्म करते हैं तो लाइक वी कैन फॉर्म इट देयर and we can use there also. And for the next question, what is server side application? Basically server side application is a program that runs on the remote server responding to the request from client, such as web browsers and the mobile apps, basically the things. And the server side application progresses request, performs tasks and send response like emails and the other things. If anyone have any more question, they can ask.
I have question. I have question regarding this series. Like
Yeah, sure.
you will also teach. You will also teach JavaScript.
Like we are now working, like this was our only theoretical part which we are focusing only on some part of the theory we are working on, and now we are working on project side.
Yeah, Kaushik, basically, in these two sessions, we were just focusing on the theory part. You just need to know the fundamentals. That is okay. But actual learning will be by doing. All right?
Okay, so can you give brief summary of both sessions just for 5 minutes?
Yeah, sure. Like in the first session we basically have learned what is HTML and what are the use of HTML. Do you know what is HTML?
Actually, no.
No, yeah, sure. Like HTML is the skeleton of a website which you usually see on Google or a browser working. Like if you type a website called www.google.com, so the structure of a basic website will be done using HTML, and the coloring part and the other things will be done by CSS, and the main backend service are done using JavaScript. So that's the main work of HTML. Moving further for HTML, HTML stands for hypertext markup language. It's the standard markup language for creating web pages and online application. Basically, it is also called the structure only. Only the structure of the website we work upon can be called as HTML. And these are some basic text basic we will provide you this PDF in groups, then you can like work upon it, and like you have to learn these texts and basic in a week or 2 weeks. We will only do a quiz like thing in group also, in that you have to take part if possible.
From where we can learn all this tech, like the YouTube.
Like we will now we are sharing also the documentations in the groups, like the full detailing HTML, CSS and JavaScript. So basic only you have to see that, like if you are in the group, so for the HTML part we have shared a document there. And if you have to study more, like basic from my experience, I can suggest you, like you can also watch YouTube channel Code with Harry for the further knowledge or deep learning in HTML. Okay.
Okay, thanks. Yes.
No issue. If anyone has more doubts. So basic in 2 minutes, we are now going for the work of like to-do list step we are going to make now. Yeah, sure, Suraj.
Yeah, how much time will it take to complete this project?
Yeah, basic our time is 8:30, 7:30 to 8:30. Like about 8:30 or maximum up to 8:45, we will complete it.
Okay, we got it.
Sure. Take over to Premanand, please.
Everyone, we will have a little wait over here. Karthik must have some urgent work. Hope you will be. Uh, yeah, so in the last time I was asking about everyone's experience. So, anyone up for it? Hello. No, no, no. Session is not over. He has just went for a break. Not a break. Must have some urgent work.
भैया अच्छा था पहले वाला.
Yes, what?
अच्छा था भैया. It
Sorry?
was good.
No, no, अरे यार
He
वॉइस की
asked
वीडियो
about
है यार.
your experience. That you have any experience.
Yeah, I was asking about your learning experience, your own learning experience. Like, अगर आपने आज तक कभी ऐसा मतलब ट्राई किया है सीखने की HTML और CSS, तो अपना वो वाला एक्सपीरियंस बताइए. माइक ओपन करके भी बोल सकते हैं.
Yeah, like I had tried learning web dev, but not proper web dev. But I had made some websites like the UX part using Figma for hackathons, which I participated with my team. So yeah, I had some bit of experience, not the coding part, but the designing part. Like I know to design websites.
So basically, you have learned UI UX design. Am I right?
Yeah, like I didn't learn properly, but like yeah, like practicing and some things, like
थोड़ा
just
थोड़ा ओवरव्यू लिया है,
uh,
राइट?
काम चलाने वाला
ग्रेट ग्रेट. काम चलाओ से तो कुछ नहीं होगा यार. एक्सपर्टीज
हाँ
तो
वो
लेनी पड़ेगी आपको.
बात है।
Right. Anyone else up for it? यार चैट में मत बोलो यार. चैट में it's not very, if
Is
you
my
open your
screen
mic, it
visible?
shows what you can
Hey,
do.
Karthik, do you know where we can learn CSS? I worked on a few projects in React during my internship. I
Yeah.
kind of don't like
Like
the front-end part of the development because I don't know why it frustrates me a lot,
yeah.
especially the CSS part. All right.
Hmm.
React and SJS, they're more like a plug and play libraries. I just copy the UI libraries and just plug them. But
Yeah.
CSS, it is frustrating as hell. Do you have any suggestions to learn it?
Yeah, basic na like for CSS only or for the JavaScript also.
No, no, JavaScript, I'm good with JavaScript. Only the CSS part.
Yeah,
I
for the
just could not get my head
CSS,
around it.
like I have worked, I have an experience of 3.5 years in this web development. For that, like for CSS one, I can tell you, like I can share you a YouTube link from which you
Mm,
can learn the things. Like, and for CSS, like going deep in CSS is too lengthy. Like
okay,
CSS बहुत बहुत ज़्यादा बड़ी है.
true.
Oh, for
Something that
that, I will
becomes
share. Yeah,
there are too many variables to remember, like flexing, the flexbox methods,
yeah,
and
yeah, sure. By only practicing like new elements in your websites, like I have made 50 plus React full stack websites uh, in my 3.5 years. So basic,
okay.
by gaining the theoretical knowledge, I have pursued like the things like can say the experiment I have done in these websites.
Okay. So only through
Yeah.
practice we can gain more.
Like my, my experience will be there ki like practice more, the more practice you will do, like, or the more experiment you can do on it.
Do you suggest any exercise, where any websites where do you have any exercises to master different things, like the code pen one,
Hmm.
or any other with the basics and stuff?
So basic, like I have not can say not mean for that, only by the experiment, day by day experiment, and the burning of my mind was there. Like for three basic for the 2 years I have done that you can take, like I will provide you all the things for the these web development in the group also.
Sure. Thank you so much.
Basically my screen is visible, and you all
Yes,
know
Yes,
Karthik.
how to, and
Yes,
you all
Karthik. It's
know
visible.
how to, like my voice is clear.
Yes,
yes.
yes. Keep going.
You will teach something there.
Like we are going to make a to-do list, a simple, very simple to-do list, web app we can say, like thing.
Um, Karthik, just a second. Those who are on laptop or PC, anything, you can do parallelly. Okay, it will be great. You'll have a hands-on experience.
Yeah, sure. We request you all to please work with side by side to gain the experience and the other things. Like for just like if you are using VS Code, no, I have selected it to do. I have made a folder and I have selected it. Now I am making a HTML file index.html file. Basic. If my screen is also clear.
Yes, yes.
Oh, please wait for a minute. Like my PC sent out from the battery. I request you all to, if you have any doubt at the mid also, so basic you can ask at mid also.
Bhaiya, is there any reason that you always name this file index.html? Like in the previous session also you
No,
have
like
named it index. Is there any
for the
story behind it?
practicing one index dot. No, no. Like for while we practice this in HTML or any basic in the CSS also, like in CSS we usually use script style dot CSS, or and in Java we basically use script.js. So basic for the linking of these three, it comes to be a simple one for that only. Is that clear? My voice was clear, or
Yes, Bhaiya, got it.
Karthik, everything is fine. Just keep going.
like at the first we have given the language English. Now we are working on the head portion. What will be the what will be the main head portion basically goes on key, for example, what the URL can say, or the URL most upper part of the website that we are framing now. Now we will use meta char set is equal to, oh sorry, UFP8, then meta name is equal to viewport content is equal to width
Bhaiya, could you
equal
explain what
to
you are doing?
equivalence. Ha, sure. Basically, I'm only writing this whole line, and I will surely explain. And that in that firstly we have made a HTML file index.html, in which we have given the language en, which stands for English, you all know. Then we are making a head portion at what the uf the head portion, the thing, like the upper part of the website, like when we will open it, so what the name will come and the things will come, like it will fit at the content will fit in the width device, what the device is taking the width and the other things. And like we have given that initial scale is equal to 1. The initial scale we are now giving is 1. And for the initial scale we have given it. Now we will give a title. In next line we will give it title, like to do list. Now we have given the to-do list. If now if we will work like we will run this program after some time, after linking all the CSS and JavaScript in it, like I will show you the written. I have written this thing and where it is reflecting on the above side. Now, for the web, the simple web, now we will link a thing. Like we will use the tag like link rel is equal to style sheet styleshet href is equal to styles.css. After this index.html will complete, we will make a style.css in which firstly I have told you the thing we have to make, like the kitna kya cheez beauty dikhani hai usme, the thing we will do in that things. Now we have linked it with index.css. We can make a style.css file also. Now, in style.css file is linked with index.html. Now, we can close header portion. Basic in the first session, I guess sir has told you all the basic tags and the other things in the HTML. Hello.
Yes, sir.
So for now, we have closed our head and we have also now we are working on our body part. What we will have to do, and what in the body part we will add all the things. Now we are going to make a container. Then like I will use here h1 here only for the name tag, my to do list, or the anything you can write here. Now we will give sorry for that oh, now we will give here input type will be text. Type is equal to text. I request you all to see like if you are working alongside also, so you can see like the things like brackets we are using in it, and the other things we are using. We request to use these kind of like because there will be if you will miss anything. Like I have also like while doing preparation for it, like we have done many mistakes. If in the program we are missing brackets and the other thing, columns and the other thing, like for only after doing practice you can do, like you will be better in it to do type. This folder is equal to add new task. Here we will assign add new task. Is that clear, everyone? If any doubt, you can ask. Like now we will provide them a button tag uh, bu- button tag button id is equal to add button. Then we will write a function add. Now we will basically use a ul or the another thing. The ending part we can closing part we can do here, like ul id is equal to do list slash ul. Sorry for that. Now we have closed ul. Now we have to close my div also. Then I have to only the thing in the this we have to write the script src is equal to for only linking the javascript file script.js script.js file. We have now linked, and our html part is fully completed. Like we have not to add anything or the things we will work upon. If any doubt in this, we can ask. Is that going fine? Hello.
Can you just explain what the UL tag does, underlining or something?
Yeah, basically at the 14 number, no?
Yes, yes, 14 by.
Yeah. Yeah, basically the UL tag is here usually define the unordered list. We can use like in HTML, UL tags is basically used for to define the unordered list, which is collection of items. Like we will collect many things in to-do list web app. So at that we like to under we can say like the collection of the item. We do not have any specific order or the sequence. To attain its sequence, we usually use UL tag.
All right, fine. Thank you.
Anyone in doubt?
Karthik, people are saying that in the first session, Teja taught them some of the HTML tags, but not all of them. So here,
Yeah,
some
like
tags you're using, they are not understanding. So I would like you to, just explain every tag you go with.
yeah, sure.
Just a and people, you can just ask about it or ask Karthik if you want him to
Yeah,
explain
basically,
anything.
yeah, yeah, sure. For the meta tag in HTML, in that in this first line, you all know about meta tag. Yeah, meta tag in HTML elements they provide metadata. You all know metadata. Sure. Metadata is a data that provides information about other data. Like we can call metadata is the description of characteristics, abbreviation, attributes, and the relationships of the particular piece of data. So, particular can say like the information of any other data is also called metadata. Uh, is that clear? Yeah, for the title thing, I will show you what the title tag is working. Title tag is basically used here only for like the thing for, we can say, giving that web a title. That's why we are using a title tag here. And a link tag is basically used only for linking to style sheet, like the css style, css spreadsheet we have linked to this in html file. To link it, we have used this link. And h1 we can use, like h1 we can, this one, for this one we can create anything like a b c d. For basic learning purpose, we usually use h1 tag. h1 tag normal thing, इस इसको आप कुछ भी बना सकते हो. And the things, is that clear in this html वाला part? आप प्रेमानंद सर जी, आप माइक खोल लीजिए.
Yes, yes.
Any question?
Sir, can you please?
चैट में तो अभी किसी का कोई क्वेश्चन नहीं है.
Yeah, sure.
एच टैग होता है, हेडिंग टैग. या एच इज हेडिंग टैग. गुरु वेंकटा पवन.
Sir, some of the codes are not visible. Like
placeholder tag within
Yeah,
the
sure.
input.
Karthik, I guess you should zoom in a bit so that people can see.
अरे VS कोड में zoom पॉसिबल, मेरे में नहीं हो रहा. Now it's visible. Whole code is visible, I guess.
You can close this
Now okay.
Explorer tab. I don't think people don't see it. Just close the Explorer tab. Then maybe it would be visible.
I'm using basically the VS code, na. In VS code we can't basically
No.
zoom this.
I'm saying in the left, close the Explorer tab. Then it will shift to the left. It might be visible.
Uh, you just press Control and P together, and it will close.
Now it's visible. Hello.
Everyone give some reactions if it is.
but not the whole code. Like the side one we can't see.
Yeah, sure. Now you can see all the.
Yeah, now
Please take
it's
a.
perfect.
I request you all to please, because the clock is ticking. Like, please take a screenshot of this, and you can do that. I will fully make it and show you the working of it. Sure. Now, if we work on CSS styling part, firstly we will make a body. My new window is visible or not?
Yes, we.
Yes, it's visible. Keep going.
Yeah. Firstly, we will make a body in which we will make a font family. Font family, basically you can use any, आपको मतलब we can, by doing extension download or normal VS Code, we can usually get it. After that, we will give a background color to any color you can give, like it in it. I'm giving some f3, f4, f6 white. The code of white color is f3, f4, f6. You basically you don't have to learn it. Like You can only get it by this. And now we will give display flex. Just this basically justify content is used to keep the other upper things or the things we have written just right now, to keep it in the center or at the anywhere you can do. Like center we have done this, top we can do, like top we can do, and the other things we can do. For now we are using center. Now we will align items, this also at center. Height we will give 100, like auto, we can also do auto or 100 height we can give, and margin will be given 0. This our body talk, first body talk, body tag is basically completed. Now we will work on container of a web container. Like we will give it background. Please wait for a minute, I'm like my one.
Can I see some reactions in the chat कि कौन कौन लोग अभी along with कार्तिक कर रहे हैं ये actual में? That's a great response. Good. Well done, everyone.
Yeah, sorry for that disturbance. Like if anyone has any doubt you can ask. Like for the background we will provide it white. Padding we will give 20 pixels. Border radius, the container border radius, like the padding is padding and the border radius basically are the things which are like the elements of the container, and the elements of the container which are making, like the background white, padding, and the border radius. We will give it 8 pixels. Box shadow we will give 0. 4 pixels, 4 pixels, 8 pixels, and RGBA, comma 0, comma. I will also explain what is RGBA and the other I have written here. Now we will align the text align at center. Width will be, we will provide them 300 pixels. Now this container also we have completed, and this will be done. This is the container part is has been done from our side. Now we will work on the button tag. First we will work on H1 font size 24 pixels. My voice clear? 24 pixels, margin top, chin top. Basically for this we can give margin top here. Bottom will provide 20 pixels. Now we will give input tag. Input, like the things we will give, like the input in the container, the things we will give. We will provide like there is a something like we will provide a width of 100%, padding of 10 pixels, border radius of like thing, and border radius of 4. Here we will also provide a border of none. Any other border we are not providing. Border radius, border color, border color is has to it. It will be green color. Now sorry for this mistake. With the border color as background color. Background color will be this much. Like we will remove it. The thing we can write here, cursor is pointer, input here. And please make sure कि like basic जो indentation, please look after their indentation also to work upon it. Basic, because indentation basically like they usually, if we will make them wrong, then they usually like harm our project also. For the betterment of that like
Sir, how to get that white and green boxes?
like now for green boxes, these are only for the color one. Basic, if you will write their border, so the like if you will write border here only, this I made a mistake. So like border color, then the like I can show border, like you can see here what are these. We can select here colors. Now after that the boxes will become okay. Sorry for this. Our index button is done. Now we will make a button hover. How button will be hover, like this will be our button hover part. Only for that we are making. and some like I have written this because of some time. It's 8:40, so we are doing this because it's very long. So like Ali, like the button tag we have used above, like you can take a screenshot of this and basic work upon it. I will fully explain it to you in group also and here also. Like this is a button tag. We will the hover button. How much color will be there? Like if we will select, we can select it here, and the other things we can do. This the CSS part is of like our is now completed. Now we can basically move uh, in new script. Sorry for that. We can basically script dot js. Now we will work on JavaScript. So at JavaScript, the backend part document we will give docu dot get id. Here we will give a backend a server to add a button. Add utton by just giving by this only by providing a click task to them task to them like this. Now we have created here a add button and click on it, which will basically work like a clicking on a button to function. Now we will work upon a function function add task. We will at which we will add a task like here we will const input const. This everyone knows, I think. To give, we usually input basically use this to take input and dot get by id. Sorry for that. Like the thing it's done. Take task to do input to do input. Basically, we have taken an input like input thing we are giving. Now we are managing for the task. Const task text dot value dot trim. We will do because the above task we have like the input we are taking. That's input we are trimming it into many parts like date time and the other things. Now if loop we are doing, sorry for that. If task text task will be not given there, so just like for that we will do this much. For this we will do like please enter your task and then return. Basically it will be only for the entering of the task. The functioning will be only for the entering of the task, and then we will do const li is equal to ment dot create element dot le. Like for only for the creation of the element, the above task we have done to separate it out, and the like things we have to do, like that's why we are using it. Then we will do li dot text content is equal to text xt thing. Now we will do one thing, a delete button functioning const delete button is equal to document.create.button. Now we have created one more button, a delete button there, by which we can delete thing. Now delete button dot text is equal to delete and delete button dot add element. Basically this basic function is to take the task and delete if done. Like if done or things, if we will click on it, so it will delete our task. And like only few things, if it works, le dot append child dot delete button. We have given a provided a this delete button a append child things like key to delete the things if done also. And we will have given a button also at that. Now we will give a document dot get element by id to do list and const li the thing. Now we will do input dot value is equal to, like in the new version of VS Code, we can basically see like everything's can be comes written like things for the help and the things. This our JavaScript is basically completed, and in the HTML part we have just linked it. For a reason, I will run it like to make sure for the Chrome version. Yeah, like I request you all to please make sure ki like please take a screenshot of this, and I will share you this code, these codes in that group also, in web division also. Like please take a screenshot, then I will show you the output and explain the whole code. Have you like taken the screenshot? Please respond. Is my voice clear?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, sure. So if I will show you the stop presenting, right? Mm. Like if this one comes, then you all can see by that code, that much of code, like at the head section I was given to do list. At the index.css I have provided that the linked the tag which I have given it in the tag. The title I have given to do list. The thing you can see my to do list. My to do list you can see here. My to do list from index, like skeleton we have formed. Now we are doing the things and the other things. Basic, it's not a full stack or something, like कि functioning थोड़ा कम हो रही है. In the other another session we will do. For the basic things I am going to explain, like to do list. The above section we have created it in index.html. Like the title section we have created in this. Someone was asking why we have used here title section. So the main function of the title section is the upper part. The, like, if I will change here to do, and we will refresh it, so you can basically see, is my screen visible to everyone? Because my Google Meet is like I have hidden. Please, Preman on this one.
Yeah, yeah, everything is fine. If there any
Like
issue,
this, like
I will call. Yeah, will let you know if there is an issue.
like in the code also, like if we have changed the thing to do list, now we have made it to do, like we can think. And one thing more we can do, like in only in these things, like explain you whole the css part in this like thing. The body is the whole part. Above the cross lines you are not the cross things you are seeing, like the mid part is the body part. And in the body part we have made a container. The container we were using in like css part, we were making a container. So like we have made a container in it. And at container we have provided like my to do list we have provided. And the margin top is 20 pixel, and font size is 24. Font size, you all know. Margin top bottom, if like margin bottom, the gap between these both is the margin bottom, which we have used in the css property. Then we have made in the index input type is equal to text we were making in the index, like to add a new task and the other things. Like at it we have given 100% bit padding. One was asking someone, like padding, if we increase padding, basically is the thing like कि इसके बीच में कितना सेट होता है, in Hindi we can say like the thing. And margin, like margin you all know. And the border radius, like by doing experiments in this, like कि इसका like जो basic thing you can see, like here if we increase margin, sorry for that. Like if we increase border radius, so this will decrease to make it curve. And the other thing you usually we usually see in websites, like कई जगह curve होता है, and normally this seems to be like round in shape or in the flat shape. So the major functioning of that will be from the border radius. Like if it increase, then it goes with circular shape more. And if we decrease it, like it goes to be flat surface like thing. And the border background color we have selected like one I'm not able to recall, like she was asking to select it, like we can change it from like what we want to make, like the things from basics we can like from normally we can select font size. You all know a cursor pointer basically is the cursor where like here is the we want to like put our cursor and put like the things. That's the cursor pointer function. Now we have also a button at add. This button basically is the functioning like to add the listed items like ff. If we will do home and the other things, this button usually works at add like Java, and hence at last we have just like uh, at JavaScript we have given a back for a backend like for I'm not able to like think. And for today like it's all key we have learned the CSS and JavaScript using a code and the other things. If you have any doubt like you can ask for that. Yeah, for testing and debugging, basically, like firstly, while you have made these three things like JavaScript, HTML, and CSS, so by closing or not closing all, firstly you have to choose HTML, then you have to take like uh, you can use like basic you can do that. Like if you have any doubt, you can raise your hands.
Come on, guys. We are coming to the end of the session. वो अपने doubts फेंको यार जब जल्दी, ठीक है?
If you are like facing any problem or the things, you can also like ask in groups also. We can also, we have also created a group where each other can help you all. Like don't hesitate to ask your doubts in the group section or on the meet also.
या और अगर कोई अगर यहाँ पर ऐसा है जो सोच रहा है कि इतने से कोड से अगर इतना ही हो रहा है तो कितनी कोडिंग करनी पड़ती होगी, that's not the case. There are
Yeah,
libraries and frameworks. Karthik, can you explain those things to them?
yeah, like
What are libraries
basically
and frameworks?
like this is only this belongs to like only 2 to 4% of a web development basic functioning of a web development. We can like we can collect like 3% it can be, not more than 3%. Like in that we basically works on like different types of framework like React, MongoDB is basically for the database and the other thing management at the backend part. React and Flask and the other things we basically use. In diploma level, I guess at the MAD one, we will study the Flask and the other things also. So like this was all about today. And if you have any doubt, we request you to like ask your doubts.
Okay, तो let me explain. ये जो कोडिंग होती है ना बेसिकली, मतलब ये तो बहुत ही कम था जैसा कि कार्तिक ने कहा. एक्चुअल में जो फ्रेमवर्क्स और लाइब्रेरीज होते हैं उन सब में ऑलरेडी मेड कंपोनेंट्स होते हैं. तो आप जब डेवलपमेंट कर रहे होते हो आप उन लाइब्रेरीज में से उन कंपोनेंट्स को डायरेक्टली उठा के बस पेस्ट कॉपी पेस्ट कर देते हो. डेवलपमेंट वही है. लेकिन लेकिन डेवलपमेंट एक्चुअल में करने से पहले आपको सारे के सारे फंडामेंटल्स तो सीखने ही पड़ेंगे, राइट? टू अंडरस्टैंड कि हाँ एक्चुअल में हो क्या रहा है. जब आप जैसे अगर आप जब डेवलपमेंट करने जाओगे, सपोज यू इंपोर्ट सम कंपोनेंट फ्रॉम अ लाइब्रेरी और अ फ्रेमवर्क, तो वहां पे आपको अगर समझ ही नहीं आएगा कि क्या हो रहा है एक्चुअल में, भले कॉपी पेस्ट हो रहा है, तो आप कैसे से करोगे, राइट? सो द की थिंग इज लर्न द फंडामेंटल्स एंड जस्ट स्टार्ट डूइंग. ओके.
Yeah, thank you all to joining. Please, we request you all to there will be a feedback form or the poll in your group. We request you to please for the feedback. Thank you for your precious time for today. Meet you in the next session, session 3, in which we will cover only work on the project only, and basic doubts we will take from you. Thank you all.
Thanks a lot, everyone.
Bye bye.
Here, Anmol. Anmol, you there? Roshni, you can leave the meeting. It's ended, I guess.
Yeah, thank you.